I'm Rachel Preglin, SIM missionary in Selene, been here since 1981. I manage the children's home, and now I manage Villa Santa Guntana as well. At Selene we have a children's home, and the Selene Children's Home has been established since the 1950s, caring for children who are abandoned and abused in need of care. But as we moved into the 1990s and the AIDS crisis deepened, we became aware that we would have thousands and thousands of orphans in our area. And it was very clear that institutional care is not the answer, because children need to be in their community, they need to be in families, and in our area the extended family is still strong. So under the children's home in 2002 we started another project called Lula Santa Guntwana. Lula Santa Guntwana is a Zulu phrase which actually means reach out your hand to the child. So that's what we're aiming to do with Lula Santa, to reach out our hands in the love of Christ to the children of our area.
My name is Saziso Ntlani Potembe. In Lula Santa Guntwana I work as a coordinator and also to serve as an advocate for children when there are necessary needs that they need, like birth certificates, and then go to Home Affairs and make sure that they access all those documents. After they have accessed all documents, and then I refer them to our social workers, and then also I ensure that we go together with the social worker to do the home visit, and then we write the report. After we have written the report, and then we take the children to the children's court, and then the children are able to get a foster care grant. There are many parents who are died because of HIV and AIDS, and they left the children stranded. So children, they were suffering, and some of them, they even drop out of schools. And when we ask them, they say it's because they don't have money to go to school. And some of them, they were starving, sleeping without food, and they were living in a very horrible house, which is not conducive for upbringing the children.
Within the project we have a number of strategies. We're a fostering agency so that we can formalise those informal caring networks that are there, so that a child might be living with a granny or an auntie or an older sibling. So our social workers investigate the family circumstances and make sure that the foster parent is okay.
My name is Vuisega Sikota, but they call me Vuyo. I'm a senior coordinator of the project at Lula Santa Guntwana, and I work with orphans and vulnerable children in the community. We help them. Firstly, we have volunteers who work at the community. They visit the children and they do activities with them, like they would, if a child is much younger, that they don't know how to do their washing and cleaning the house, they would teach them. And we normally encourage them not to do for the kids but to do with them, so that they would learn from them. If they see any problem that is beyond their help, then they would call for the coordinator to come and help and assist the children.
We supervise the placement, because although the child might be living with a relative, it doesn't mean that there aren't any problems. So we are then checking and resolving those problems, relationship problems as they arise, and making sure that the foster child grant is used in the best interests of the child.
Another thing that we teach foster parents, we teach them that in order to be a good foster parent, they must know Jesus Christ as their Lord and Savior, because some of them, they are not even going to church. But because of the program that we are doing with them, which is called foster parent workshops, some of them, they end up going to church and knowing how to take care of the children, and also to give equal love between their child and the foster children. The real life group, we call it HIV support group. This program is very, very, very important for the children who are living with HIV and AIDS, because they even share with each other how it's like, how was it before and how is it now. And even those who are not coping, they're able to cope with the situation because they share with each other. So we ensure that we teach them how to take care of themselves as they are HIV positive, and also to encourage them to take their medication. And we also invite the doctors to come to the group and explain everything that they might have some question on it.
We've got 5 older orphans who work with us as part of our staff team. They are assisting in family support teams with administration, and they help facilitate our workshops and so on. And we have other older orphans too who've gone on well.
Hi, I'm Belenkosi Nkwabe. I'm from Selene area, from Hlabialinga and KZN province. I'm an orphan. I've been an orphan since 2003, where I left with my dad and my mom and my sister at the same year at Josini area where I've been living. So I've met with my aunt here in Selene, and she took over and she looked after me, and then she introduced me to Ululusandla Komtwana. Then Ululusandla Komtwana took over. It's been helpful having Ululusandla next to me, because they've made me understand being an orphan, and they've changed me to accept to be an orphan. Now I know I'm an orphan and I'm fine with it, and I'll have to live with it because I can't change it. No one can change it. So, and now I'm working at Ululusandla Komtwana and working with them. Wow, they're like a family to me now.
Ululusandla Komtwana have got 5 youth clubs. The youth clubs teach also the life skills programs, and it also teach them about the biblical subjects. And we also do a lot of activities like gospel music, traditional dance, poem, and also they do dramas, and they do some games as well. So it is a very, very good program for the youth in the community. And the after schools club, they learn about the life skills, the importance of behaving good. For instance, how to build a good relationship with God. They learn the importance of why they must build a relationship with God and Jesus Christ. And we also teach them about teenage pregnancy, and that is not good to get pregnant while you are young. The OVC liaison teachers, what do they do is to oversee that all the children in the school that they are in, they have been taken care of by the Ululusandla Komtwana, because we were employing 2 facilitators who run this program 2 days a week. So we ensure that the program is running smoothly, and also ensure that if the child has got a problem, they simply refer to us, and they also ensure that all things that is happening there, she or he knows what is happening in the OVC, because he or she is working as a teacher in the school as well. So he's elected by the school to look at the work of Ululusandla Komtwana. Working with the OVC as a teacher has brought a good relationship between us and the children as well, and facilitators as well, because of the work that we were doing with the children. They even share with other teachers what Ululusandla Komtwana are doing. When we started to introduce the program of T for T, Today for Tomorrow programs, and this program was very, very popular, in such that the OVC teachers and the principals and other teachers at schools, they just say, wow, what a good program. I see many changes. For instance, when we were starting, children, they didn't have hope about their lives since they have lost both parents. But now, because of the work of Ululusandla Komtwana, children, they have confidence. Even the teachers at school, they say children, they have gained their self-esteem because of our work. But because of the workshop that we do, they realize that God still loves them, and others, they even change their life and they choose Jesus Christ as their life savior because of the workshop that we do with the children. So there's a lot of improvement to the children.